All right, it is 10:40 at night. We just got inside the Disneyland park, and I want to see just how many rides we can get in that last hour and 20 minutes before the park closes. So the count is on. Ready, set, go! There's something kind of sort of fun about going into the park when pretty much everybody else is leaving. There was not much of a line to get in. Main Street's a little bit crowded, but that's because there's still a lot of people out. And interesting fact, Mickey is still out here talking to guests. So even if you only come the last hour and a half, you haven't missed Mickey. I don't want to know if closing out the park is just as good as rope drop. In the morning, when you do rope drop, we can usually hit Space Mountain, Indiana Jones, Big Thunder, Matterhorn, all of those big rides before they get crowded. With less than an hour and a half left in the park, I'm wondering if we can do the same exact thing. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we're going to start out with Space Mountain. I don't know if we can do that many rides in just an hour and a half, but we're going to start out with Space Mountain. Here's the one thing I don't like about going at night is that we're kind of past the point that they're really going to be updating wait times, and you can usually gauge it based on the line. The Space Mountain is when that you can't see the line until you're actually in the line. That it looks like it says 35 minutes. I don't know. I'm hoping it's shorter than that. It's kind of dark to me, but that's okay. There's not a lot of lighting out here. Oh, that's such a cool view at night. Well, so far so good. It doesn't go inside, and I'm not really seeing much of a line out here. Looks like the line kind of starts right before you turn that final corner to go on the ride. So cross my fingers. Hopefully there's not lightning lane. As long as there's not a huge lightning lane coming right now, we should be pretty good to go. That's where the line normally is during the middle of the day. So it's definitely a better time to go. If we really wanted to maximize our time, we probably should not have done Space Mountain. We probably should have saved that for the very last ride, because as long as you're in line before the ride closes, before the park closes, you will get on the ride. That took a lot longer than I hoped it would. It's actually 11:15 right now. But I just looked at Matterhorn. Matterhorn says 5 minutes, so that one should be really fast. And I'm anticipating that Big Thunder Mountain's also going to be really fast. So that being said, we're still doing pretty okay time-wise, and looks like we're still going to be able to hit a lot of the major rides in that really short time frame. Can't really see the wait times from here, but it looks like Autopia is probably a walk-on. Submarine Voyage is most definitely a walk-on. Now I'm crossing my fingers that Matterhorn is in fact a walk-on, like the app says that it is. Side note, there's not a whole lot of stuff open in the park late at night, but Tomorrowland the Galactic Girl still is. Okay, super happy to report that this does in fact look like it is a 5-minute line. Both sides of it are still open, and it's basically just a straight walk on. Okay, Matterhorn was just as promised. It was super, super fast. We are gonna head over to Big Thunder really, really fast. It's saying it's 15 minutes. Indiana Jones is saying 30. But really our biggest thing that's going to determine if we make it or not is how fast Big Thunder really is. Because as long as you get on that line before the park closes, you will get on Indiana Jones. Okay, walking through Fantasyland right now. If we were not trying to hit the big rides, Alice in Wonderland actually looks pretty short. I'll bet you it's 15. But I'm not close enough, I can see for sure. Teacups is walk on. Sherbet Canal is walk on. You're right. Dumbo's beyond walk on. There is not one single solitary person in that entire line. Can't see anything else yet. Carousel is walk on. Mr. Toad's is walk on. Can't see Peter Pan, but there's no line outside. I'm betting that's probably 15 or 20 minutes too, but I'm just guessing that on what it normally is. Normally is for this time of night, because during the day it's not at all that Pinocchio looks walk on. Casey Junior's walk on. Snow White's walk on. So if we were just doing this for pure rides, we could get a lot, but we're not doing it for pure rides. We're trying to hit the big ones that are our Genie Plus favorites. So far, Big Thunder's actually looking okay. It doesn't look all that long. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of people in the lightning lane because that also makes it longer. But it looks like we might be able to walk all the way up and on. Fingers crossed. The ride wait time said 15 minutes. It lied. It's not 15 minutes. This is walk on. Does not get more walk on than that. In fact, it's so empty that they're sending the trains half full. I'm sort of being optimistic, thinking maybe we can get on Indiana Jones really fast and make it to Jungle Cruise, because Jungle Cruise is right next door. Kind of not holding my breath for that one because Indiana Jones kind of winds around a little bit. But we'll see. Either way, we were able to hit, because I know we'll get on Indiana Jones, assuming it's up, but I don't know why it would be down. We were able to get on the 4 big main rides in an hour and 20 minutes. That's pretty dang good. Incidentally, walking by Pirates of the Caribbean right now. It's a 5-minute wait. Haunted Mansion, we're not down there, but I'm sure that that's 5-minute wait, although it will say 13. It never goes lower than 13 minutes. Winnie the Pooh, I'm sure this time of night is just a walk-on. Well, Pirates of 5 is a walk-on too. It takes that long to get to the ride. So after hours is not really after hours, but after the fireworks is probably my favorite time in the park. We walked by, check out the tree house. It looks so cool at night. I cannot wait for dark. There is no line at all. We are going to walk right on in. The sign says 15 minutes. That 15 minutes is probably going to be us just literally walking through the ride. There is nobody here this time of night. Even though the line was super short, as we got to the front, it slowed down dramatically. They closed one of the sides and only had one side of cars running. So it took a long time to load everybody on and to load everybody off. Usually it's really fast, and it was not. But that's still okay. We got through it. It was not a bad line by any stretch of the imagination. But the bummer was we didn't have time to squeeze in that one last ride. But all that being said and done, we had 1 hour and 20 minutes. We did rides in Tomorrowland. We did Matterhorn. We cruised on over to Frontierland. And we hit the big 4 main rides that people pay Genie Plus for. That's not bad in an hour and 20 minutes. Thanks for joining me tonight for this Moose and Adventures, and I'll see you real soon.